That was interesting, that's for sure.
But we could have probably done like...
What's the problem here?
There's a runway.
What?
I was busy talking to Gavin. Thank you, Gavin.
Alright, you have controls?
I have controls.
Alright, please make her call.
That was scary.
And then my apologies for, I probably should have just taught a little bit more, and I think that's my bad when it comes to these radio calls.
Yeah, I've kind of just been trying to figure them out on my own.
Yeah, you have, and that's my bad.
Test, test, test.
I've got you loud and clear, loud and clear.
Your how? That was a good startup.
Made a weird noise at the beginning. Is that just me?
I didn't hear it. If it did, was it like a pop or?
Well, it did pop, but it was kind of it was maybe it was because I had the window open. I don't know. It was an I don't even know how to describe it. It was an interesting, unusual sound.
All right, we got our beacon on. We got our taxi light on. We're gonna leave nav light on. So strobes, I noticed this says strobes, what does it say strobes? Strobes as required at pre-takeoff, so do people not normally put their strobes on while they're taxiing?
For the strobes, we normally use those at the nighttime. The reason we use them at night is because those are the flashing ones. Boom,
right,
boom,
so they don't need to be on during the day, or? Because I've been turning them on every single time.
I turn them on every single time.
Okay, and I prefer to turn them on. I just didn't know, like, etiquette, am I supposed to do it when I get up to the pre-taxi, or am I allowed to put them on?
Why do you think I would keep them on?
For taxiing?
Just in general. Why do you think I run
visibility?
them all the time? Yeah.
So I'm just asking, because it's like that you don't have the land light on while you're taxiing, so is it like, do you?
No. If I'm going to pass an airplane, I will make sure to turn it off. Same thing as if we are, it's just a courtesy thing, right?
Okay.
They are bright, and especially at night, that's when I'm doing it. During the day, I don't really care so much, because it's so bright that you don't get blinded by them. Kind of like those headlights, right? If those headlights were shined at us right there, we'd be dying vampire in the daytime, but like, you know, at night, the strobes are going to blind you. During the day, they're not.
Alright, let's go to ATIS. The card is back. I don't know where it keeps disappearing to.
I really don't know. Maybe we should just do like a full search whenever it disappears on us. Because it's so convenient, wouldn't you say?
No, it's so nice. 121.6.
I know that when I was going through training, I made one myself, and I had it right here.
Nice.
For the different airports. But that was only when I went down to Dallas.
13 approaches in use. Totems, runway 13 glide slope out of service. Flies on initial contact, you have kilo. Airtime information, kilo 2354 Zulu, wind 110 at 5, visibility 10, fuel clouds at 3,500, temperature 28, dew point 23, altimeter 299er, ILS 4 and RNAV 13 approaches in use. Totems, runway 13 glide slope out of service, flies on initial contact, you have kilo. Airtime information, kilo 2354 Zulu, wind 110 at 5, visibility 10, fuel clouds at 3,500, temperature 28, dew point 23, altimeter 299er, ILS 4 and RNAV 13 approaches in use. Totems, runway 13 glide slope out of service, flies on initial contact, you have kilo. At 5, visibility 10, fuel clouds at 3,500, temperature 28, dew point 23, altimeter 299er.
Alright, so information kilo 2354, wind 110 at 5, visibility 10, fuel clouds at 3,500, temp 28, dew point 23, altimeter 299er. That's a lot. Or expect runway 4 or runway 13. Right now it's looking like 13, but with the clouds being over 13, I'm kind of wondering if runway 4 would be more appropriate, just to try and dodge some clouds. None of them look like they're...
I like your thought process here.
But probably not, because we want to stick with best wind.
No? What's the wind at?
Very low. Check again. 110 at 5.
I literally have it in front of me.
Yeah, I know. 10 at 5.
It's at 5, right? And it's 118, which we can call it 12. Pretty much, right?
Right.
It's pretty much at 12. If we're looking to do runway 4, oh, you already did it. That's my apologies. Runway 4, and we know it's at 12. That's pretty much a perfect crosswind. Am I wrong?
No, you're right.
So if it's a perfect crosswind, it looks like it's a little bit into us, just a tad. It's 5 knots. I say we do runway 4, not because of the cloud. Well, I mean for the clouds, right? Because that's a good thought process you're having, but also just for the crosswind experience.
Fair enough.
It's a good experience, and I want you to have that experience. So I think we plan on that. If we're going to plan on that, though, what are we going to do? Where are we going to take? Are we going to taxi all the way back to the beginning of the runway? What are we doing?
Let me check.
Go ahead and run me through that.
For runway 4.
Uh-huh.
To clear annotation. Probably runway 4 at Echo would be sufficient.
Will we have enough runway for that?
Yes.
Okay. What's your justification?
The runway is 8,004 feet. That's, even if we splice it in half, which is a little bit more than half, 4,000 feet is still above our minimum takeoff, which I believe was it 1,500?
It was, you know, at max we're pretty much going to need 2,000.
Okay.
At maximum. But let's double check.
Let's double check.
I'm a big fan of double checking.
Short field takeoff distance, range profile, endurance profile. I remember we had trouble finding it in here. Short field.
For the takeoff distance, I believe that was in there, but the landing distance is the one that we had trouble finding. I believe you already passed it. Am I wrong?
Well, I saw the takeoff, or the short field takeoff, because we got one component, and we got short field takeoff distance, Unless short field doesn't...
the short field's kind of what I'm referring to.
Okay.
Because this is like how you would do it at the... This is the short takeoff where it's like, okay, we gotta get off the ground. So right now it's approximately, what was it, 23 degrees it said? So we'll round down to 23, to 20. Pressure altitude's just under 3,000 if I remember correctly.
2,000, or density altitude?
So 1310 for the ground roll, approximately. That's going to be at the max weight, by the way. So 2,000-ish.
We have more than enough runway.
We have more than enough runway, so I feel more than comfortable with this. And so the only reason I asked that question is because I want you to understand that and be able to justify the answer to that question.
Yes.
Right? Because that's what a good pilot will be able to do. Please continue.
Dates are in the future, 7th of August 2025. Half left, out of view, half up, out of view. And 2 from... Uh-oh.
No, remember that one's on the other one. This is off of the GPS, which is right here.
Oh, you're right.
This one here is off of the radio.
Oh, yeah.
Which is the same thing, by the way.
Because we just used Foxtrot, which was... Yeah, okay.
Correct.
There we go.
I wonder what happens if I hit this button. Oh, it swaps. Oh, my bad.
It just swaps nav and GPS.
Yeah, it swaps it. That's my bad. Okay.
So, sorry. I gotta remember the full names of them too, not just LCDI.
I just say half left, half up, half out of view. Flag out of view.
Right.
We know the flags we're talking about. If there's a flag there, then we'll figure out, is it the lateral flag? Is it the vertical flag? You know, we're here to take care of some business, you know, and we're looking for those main things. We don't need to, that's one thing that you don't need to say the exact, you know, all that stuff. We just want to make sure that the lines are reading correctly.
And I believe it's Unicom for Marshall County traffic.
Let's not put that in yet.
No, I'm just going to try and remember it. 122.8.
Oh, I see.
I'll write it out here too. Actually, no, I should say it. Yeah, 122.8.
What time did we start engine? Like 5 minutes ago, would you say?
Yeah, something like 10s maybe.
Probably like 10 minutes ago.
USA Betas is back.
2354 Zulu, wind 110 at 5, visibility 10, fuel clouds at 3,500, temperature 28, dew point 23, altimeter 2.
I would guess 10 minutes ago.
ILS.
Yeah, not yet. They're definitely going to change it here soon, I think. Probably by the time we get to the takeoff roll. Info, Kilo. Period clearance delivery, Skyhawk 5364 Alpha, student pilot information, Kilo, requesting VFR departure to the north today. We're not asking them for airport, we're just going to the north and then we'll move to the airport like we did last time? Or do you want me to?
For this one, let's go direct to.
Okay, direct to Charlie 75 at 5,500 feet. That's probably too high. Do I need even numbers? 3,500 feet? Where's our clouds are at?
We're going to fly there 5,500 feet?
Maybe, it might be a bit too high though, that's why I'm going back. Because view clouds at 3,500 feet.
Let's break this down to the simplest terms. What direction are we flying? Are we flying towards the west or the east?
West, so that's...
I'm sorry, what?
No, east.
So we're flying to the east.
So IFR odd thousands. Or sorry, VFR on top plus 500 of odd thousands.
Okay. And so what are your options? Let's just walk through the options first.
Well, we can't do 3,500 feet because that's where the clouds are. So we either have to be above or below them. We can't do 1,500 feet because that would mean we're in the ground. So,
not exactly, I mean.
but
I get what you're saying.
So 5,500 feet would be preferable.
Okay. So your logic is because the clouds are at the other altitude and the other one is too low for my preference, I'm going to fly at 5,500 feet. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
I like that reasoning. Let's do it.
I'm just afraid that we're not going to get up to that altitude before we get to...
We will.
We will? Oh, no, it's...
I mean, we'll be going 76 knots.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, we will be crawling. We'll get there probably by... just about crossing Mount Holly, if I had to guess. There's actually a chart in the POH that tells you how long it'll take, how many miles.
All right, we're on with periodic clearance delivery 124.67, 124.67.
I'm ready whenever you are.
Periodic clearance delivery, Skyhawk 5364 Alpha, student pilot information, Kilo, requesting VFR departure to Charlie 75 at 5,500 feet.
He's checking the area to make sure that...
Skyhawk 5364 Alpha, pure clearance, maintain VFR at or below 5,000, expect higher with departure. Departure frequency 125.8, squawk 2167.
Squawk 2167, 125.8, at or below 5,000 feet, 64 Alpha.
Skyhawk 64 Alpha, read back correct.
Okie dokie.
They will clear us to the higher altitude once we're over to departure. Is what will end up happening.
Walking 2167. All right. Altimeter has been set to 9999er, and we're gonna go ahead and set this to ask for 4. We haven't asked for it yet. Let's make sure this is gated, and we're good to go there. Oh, my foot's itchy. Hold on. Itchy, itchy, itchy. Okay. Taxi light is on, brakes, we'll test our brakes to our attitude indicator test.
That is my most common, verbiage mistake.
Altitude instead of attitude, yeah.
Exactly.
And then our H-light compass test. Alright, let's go ahead and contact Peoria Ground 121.85.
Kilo.
121.85, Peoria Ground. We're going to ask them to taxi us to runway 4 departure. We're going to request runway 4 departure if able at Echo, intersection Echo. We don't want to just demand, because that makes us meanies. Alright. Peoria Ground, Skyhawk 5364 Alpha, sitting at General Aviation Parking, requesting taxi to runway 4 via intersection Echo departure if able.
Skype 536 for Alpha Pure Ground, runway 4 at Echo, intersection departure, taxi via Alpha 4, Alpha Echo.
Taxi via Alpha 4, Alpha Echo, 6 for Alpha. Okay, so he wants us to go Alpha 4, Alpha Echo, hold short. Alright, we're good to go. We're going to go ahead and do our tests. Ready to start moving?
I'm ready.
Alright. I'm going to turn this to the left before I do my brake tests. I have controls.
You got the controls.
Give enough clearance. Planes. Turn coordinator is turning in the left, balls in the opposite direction. You? Okay.
Makes a funny noise.
It's like, what's going on?
I did it once and I couldn't stop.
I thought that was the plane for a second. I got a little worried. Would you like to do your brake test?
I would. Looks like your brakes work.
Yes.
I have controls.
You have controls.
I've just realized I am way too low.
Please fix that.
My brakes work. Your controls.
My controls.
You have the controls. Am I too far back, perhaps? Oh no! Wow, it's literally
You're
just at the bottom.
Ground, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Can I keep moving? Or you want me to wait?
Do you feel comfortable taxiing?
I do.
Okay.
But I don't want you to bump your head.
No, you're going to be moving the yoke while we're moving?
Yeah.
Why? Yeah, I feel comfortable with it. I think you know how to taxi. Just make sure you clear left, clear right.
And clear straight ahead.
Exactly.
Clear left, go to right, clear straight ahead. Let's go.
You didn't want to sell all the way at the gosh dang bottom.
I hear you pumping it down there. You're not going... Oh, you are going up. Never mind. I usually have to go down. Whoever gets in before me is always putting it up to the ceiling.
A couple more. Oh, yeah. Oh, my. That's a game changer.
Aye. Taxiway is clear to the left, clear to the right, clear straight ahead. Turning my yoke into the wind as much as I can. Alpha 4, Echo. Still clear to the left, still clear to the right. Head on a swivel. Whatever is over here is irritating the crap out of my leg. Not have that do that.
That is actually tragic.
Clear to the left, clear to the right, clear straight ahead. Still clear, turning on to Alpha. Kind of weird they don't have, they would like turn yellow brick roads for everything except for this turn right here.
It's a good question. Maybe it's because the airlines never go through that taxiway, perhaps?
Maybe. So general aviation isn't important enough? Sad.
Definitely a interesting question.
Dock's behind us now, so I'm going to move our yoke up. Up.
No, here it would be up, and away. So down.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
And this way, away. So it's coming from this way. And we would do a full deflection. There you go.
I thought we were supposed to put it into the wind, so that's my bad.
Yeah.
And now that we're taking runway 4, 1-3 looks clear. Tragic.
If the
Inversion Lima current.
if the wind hits this wing here, if it gets under that wing, it's going to lift us and tip us, theoretically, right?
Right.
So notice how that aileron is down.
Gotcha.
It pushes down now when the wind comes from behind us.
Yeah, I think I needed the visual reference. That makes a lot more sense.
Yep. And so it's the same thing here, right? It's going to try and flip the tail up, which is why our elevator's down.
Clear to the left, clear straight ahead, turning on to Echo.
Now here's the thing, you mentioned that 1-3 looks clear now. If 1-3 is the better option, and let's say we had a problem with runway 4.
Oh, you'd take it instantly. I would ask them to taxi us over there instead.
We would change it, right?
But we want that crosswind. Crosswind is still
So is
okay.
runway 4 still good for our clouds?
For our clouds, yes. For a crosswind, also yes.
Okay.
Get a little bit closer because I want to get off the taxiway just a little bit.
Okay.
Don't cross it though.
Just make sure you have enough room to not be able to turn around without the wing crossing it.
Right. But right now I think we do.
I agree.
Okay, okie dokie, okie dokie. Yeah. Brakes set, time for the run up mode. Listen to our new ATIS.
Ocean Lima 0054 Zulu, wind 100 at 5, visibility 10, few clouds at 1,900, temperature 26, 2.23, altimeter 299er. Visual approaching use, runways 13 and 4. 7 runway 13, glide survive service, Ocean Lima. Ocean Lima 0054 Zulu, wind 100 at 5, visibility 10, few clouds at 1,900, temperature 26, 2.23, altimeter 299er. Visual approaching use, runways 1.
That's tragic. They dropped the clouds by almost 2,000 feet.
That is very tragic.
I'm debating. We're taking off to the north. The clouds are broken at 1,900. We'll be over them, but I'm not seeing any breakage in cloud cover in that direction.
Where?
North.
I don't see clouds.
That whole haze doesn't count? That's not clouds that are...
We won't be out there.
Okay.
We're not going that far.
Okie dokie.
Let me see if I can pull this up.
I'm going to go ahead and do our run-up test. On the brakes, still set the both. Trim to set the takeoff.
Oh, I take that back.
Flight controls.
There's some that's
down, up, down.
There's some over that area.
Up, rudders.
This is what we're looking at.
Okay. We're going to that right there, right?
No, we're going right here.
Oh, it's under it. Okay.
No rain. Are we safe to at least get up in the air?
Yes.
Let's do that.
And then we'll judge it as we get closer.
And we'll judge it as... We can always just say we're not going to the airport, right?
Right.
That's what we're going to learn in the cross-country phase.
Maybe we learn about, diverting.
We're going to learn about that in the cross-country phase specifically, so...
Alright, annunciator lights. Testing is good. Instruments. Check all our instruments. Fuel is good. Don't get these till we get started on there. Temp is good. Pressure is good. Vacuum is, again, and we won't see. Amp is good. Volts are good. Airspeed. Turn coordinator is good. Change this to runway 4, which you already have. They have not given us a direction takeoff yet. Altimeter is good. Vertical speed is good. RPM is good. GPS and nav are good. GPS and nav radio are good. Comm is good. Traffic indicator is good. GPS is good. Radio is good. Autopilot is crap. But we don't need autopilot. Alright. Mixture, best power. 1800 RPM. On the brakes. 1800 RPM. Mag left. Dropping RPM. Mag right. Sorry, mag up to both. 2 mag right. Dropping RPM. Back to both. RPM should come back up. RPM is good. Vacuum. Good. Amps, volts. Good. Oil pressure, oil temperature. Pressure is good. Temperature is good. And idle check. Nice. This is my favorite engine by far. I think it's just because it's new, but it seems pretty well oiled. Mixture lean out. We're going to keep it there because we're ready for pre-takeoff. Throttle friction is still good. No flaps. Mixture best power. Fuel pumps off. We've got our squawk. We've got our heading bug. Doors and windows. Close mine right now. Landing light on, taxi light off.
You know what? Let's do a short field landing today.
Off.
Short field takeoff today.
We have not gone over short field takeoff.
No, we haven't. Flaps go to 10 degrees.
Flaps 10 degrees.
We'll taxi out. We will hold brakes. We will go engine full power. We will count to 1, 2, 3 while checking the instruments in the green. We will then release, and then when we reach the airplane, you'll feel it. The airplane will just fly. And when the airplane's able to fly, you lift off, and you will accelerate out at the VX.
The only thing I do in Sims, apparently, is short field takeoff.
Which is going to be 64 knots in this airplane.
64?
I believe it's 64. What's it say on here? This is the S. This is the S, so what does it say? Best climb right here.
Best angle
62.
Climb. 62, yes.
My apologies. 62 knots. Yes.
So we're gonna hit 62 and then climb. Okay.
62, and we're gonna climb out at 62.
Or rotate at 55, but
no,
yeah.
We're gonna rotate when it's ready to fly.
When it's ready to fly.
You'll feel it. Like, I want you a little bit back, and you'll feel it start to work its way off the ground. You'll see.
This is short field 56, though. So, why does rotation? Because it's one of the notes. So I guess short field with the 10 degrees of flaps, we give it one more knot than normal.
No, that's not talking about the rotation. That's talking about the climb out. It's saying you climb out at 56, which I'm not comfortable with.
No, this is saying departure best rotation has the only asterisk. And then, right? Because that's definitely not right. We're not climbing at 56 with short field. But I think
that's interesting. We're gonna stick with the when it's ready to fly.
Okay.
On that one, you'll feel it. You'll say it's ready to fly now.
I'm gonna go ahead and put. Already have it. Once we get on with approach, I'm gonna put in Chicago Center on this guy, and on this guy, I want to go ahead and put in Unicom 122.8.
Yeah.
Or do you want to keep it on ATIS?
Keep it there. We're not going to talk to them.
Okay.
If they try to swap us over, we're just going to say we're frequency changing. We're going to
Unicom.
Yeah, we're swapping over to advisory frequency.
All right, we're on with tower. We're going to tilt tower. We're holding short runway 4 at Echo, ready for departure. You ready?
I'm ready to go. I'll talk you through this.
Okay. Do I need to tell them it's a short field takeoff?
No.
Okay. Peoria Tower, Skyhawk 5364 Alpha, student pilot, holding short runway 4 at Echo, ready for departure.
Skyhawk 5364 Alpha, Peoria Tower, proceed direct to Marshall County, runway 4 at Echo, clear for takeoff, wind 090 at 5.
Direct to Marshall County, clear for takeoff, 64 Alpha. Alright, clear to the left, clear to the right, clear straight ahead.
We do want to make sure what runway and intersection. We want to say that back, right?
Oh, okay.
Intersection? Yeah, we just said we're clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff at runway 4 at intersection Echo.
Yeah, just for that additional confirmation. And just to be clear, that's me being picky.
Oh, that's fair.
But
nobody on base, nobody on final. We are clear.
Okay, so I want you to get us lined up on center line, and then I want you to stop.
Okay. Go ahead and pull my power out.
Now remember, you're also going to have to reduce flaps at some point, right?
Right.
And then we're going to reduce flaps at 300 feet above.
300 feet above. Okay, wind is coming from this direction, so we'll be pointing into the wind just a little bit.
Okay.
Not a lot.
Hold brakes.
Hold brakes.
We're going to go full power. Hold on 1 second. We're going to go full power, and then we're going to go with check the instruments. So full power, hold brakes, and let go. Hit it. You're going to need right rudder. because of it, and you're going to feel it as we are starting to accelerate. And the added lift, you'll feel it in the controls. It starts to want to fly. Kind of pull back just a tad, see if it wants to. Give it a little taste. Does it want to?
No.
Not yet? Oh, there it is.
Goes.
Pitch up for the 64. 63, my apologies.
And then, oh, more up, more
63.
up.
Hold on, we're only at 50. No flaps yet. I said 300 feet.
So wait. Oh, pitch down. Pitch down.
Still not yet. 100 feet to go.
See us lose a bunch of speed right there? That was crazy.
Yeah.
Alright, we watch it. A little bit less right rudder. A little more
Flaps come out. Watch for that loss in lift there, and you'll start to speed up, which means you'll need a higher angle of attack.
And we're back to 75 for our best climb.
Yep, because now we're going climb over time, not climb over distance.
Trim myself out.
Good. What were your instructions with ATC?
Fly straight, direct to.
Let's go ahead and pull.
Contact St. Louis departure.
Contact St. Louis departure. 64 Alpha. See ya.
Let's pull up the direct to, please. I would just go nearest.
It's too late. I'm already here.
Fair enough.
C75 Marshall County, direct to.
Good.
And we're
Let's go ahead and
direct
follow
to
that, which is going to be on here for you.
St. Louis approach, good evening. Cirrus November 41 Charlie Alpha. We're about 5 miles to the west of
Have we swapped over to approach?
3,100.
Have we made our call?
We have not made our call yet.
Okay. That's our next goal?
Yes. Gonna wait for them to finish their talk.
Good.
Watching for clouds, watching for traffic.
Charlie Alpha approach, good evening. Squawk 0262.
Make this 12 miles
Okay,
out.
we're squawking 0262, Montreal Alpha.
Am I good to speak at this point?
Whenever you're ready.
Well, approach, Skyline 3345, Romeo 4500, you're at Springfield. Skyline 3345, Romeo approach, good evening. Peoria altimeter 299er. 299er, 45 Romeo. Legion 1206, the Peoria Airport is your 2 o'clock and 11 miles.
Alright, looking for the field legion at 1206.
St. Louis approach, Skyhawk 5364 Alpha, just off of Peoria International Airport, heading 050 at 2,400 feet.
Skyhawk 5364 Alpha, St. Louis departure radar contact, are you climbing up to 5,500?
What do you say, climb at 6,500?
If able, 6 Alpha.
If able, 64 Alpha.
64 Alpha, VFR climb to 5,500 is approved, sir.
6,500 approved, 64 Alpha.
Cirrus 1 Charlie Alpha, radar contact.
I thought you said 6,500.
And the altimeter is
Maybe he did.
299er information, Lima current at
But he
Peoria,
repeated
maintain VFR.
5,500, so I repeated
Okay,
5,500,
we have
so we're good there.
Correct. I heard, I heard 5,500. Which is interesting that he's saying that because we don't say 5,500.
1 Charlie Alpha,
We say
3 or 4.
550, right? Or 550?
Plan on that, sir.
Okay. What would we say, Gavin?
5,500.
Can you, by chance, take the controls so I can fix my headset?
I have the controls.
1206 airport's now, once you join that 40 heading, it'll be about your 1 o'clock and 8 mile, or correction, 10 mile.
You have the controls?
I have the controls.
You have them?
Alright, climb checklist. Taxi landing light off, landing light off.
1206.
Like doing good. We're not to our cruise yet, so I will not do our mixture just yet. Actually, I'll do our mixture just a little bit. It doesn't need to be super full. And let's get back onto our direction.
The heading's going to put you on about a 7 mile base.
Yeah, we got
Keeping an eye out for clouds. We've got some little wispies in front of us.
Visual approach
We'll
runway
be above
13, contact
500.
Peoria Tower on
Now I can't help but notice
240,
that our flight path is bringing us fairly close to a certain airport.
Would you like to elaborate?
Mahoney.
Oh, you're right.
Is that going to be a problem?
Well, maybe. I'm watching, I see Mount Holly, but we're in Class C. They're not in Class C unless they're going to contact St. Louis Approach or Peoria Tower. So St. Louis Approach would let us know if there's planes in our Class C or near traffic or anything like that, but I also don't see any planes nearby. So I think we're okay.
Approach, experimental 351 Juliet Mike is with you at 9,500 VFR.
I always forget that it's like under this Class C blanket.
Terminal RV 351 Juliet Mike approach, good evening, Peoria altimeter 29er. 29er, 1 Juliet Mike.
I'm actually kind of surprised there's nobody at Mount Holly. I was thinking there would be like a bunch of people there right now.
Yeah, no. That airport has very few people that fly out of it. It's unfortunate. That airport is slowly dying.
I feel like we're going to need to start descending here soon. Like as soon as we hit.
I'm leaving that up to you.
Charlie Alpha, traffic you're following to the airport is a Boeing 737-800 series.
Worst case scenario, we just do some loopy-loops down. I'm okay with climbing.
Okay, we'll
I want to be above a little bit.
Charlie Alpha. 1 Charlie Alpha, roger. Speed looks good, sir. It's up to you.
Maintaining our climb, maintaining our speed. Putting our hand on the throttle, maintaining our direction. I'm going to go ahead and actually input Unicom now to this guy. And I should probably keep approach
2652 St. Louis
on
approach.
that.
Good evening. I understand you want ILS 2. Are you full stopping and picking up your outbound on the ground?
We got some clouds. Are we 500 feet below those, or 500 feet above? Yes.
I see him.
Starcopter 26752, roger. Just fly present heading.
I'm sorry, go ahead and repeat back what you said just now.
Are we 500 feet above?
Is that what the cloud clearances is above?
1,000 feet below.
Charlie Alpha, you saw the field.
No, 1,000 feet above.
Oh,
okay. So clouds are at 1,900 broken. We're at 5,000 feet. So
no factor.
theoretically, yes.
Contact tower on 124.0.
Okay, we'll go over to tower. Thanks for that report. Have a great night. 1 Charlie Alpha.
64 Alpha, just maintain VFR at or above 5,000 until further advised for traffic southbound.
At or above 5,000 feet, 64 Alpha.
45 Romeo, maintain VFR at or below 4,500.
The traffic he's talking about, I have sight currently on my ForeFlight, and you should also be aware that there is an air tractor in the area of Laken.
What is an air tractor?
A crop duster.
God frickin' heck dang.
He is currently operating to the northwest, but he's currently flying away from it.
Alright.
Approximately 5 miles to the northeast. So we'll take into account that that is a possibility.
Well, we said maintain VFR at or above 5,000 feet until further notice, so that is what we will do.
You are correct.
Although there are now clouds nearing our eye level.
Dock 64 Alpha, traffic 12 o'clock. 7 miles southbound, Skylane, VFR 4,500.
Crap.
What should I say? Traffic in sight with this?
I got the mic.
Okay.
St. Louis departure, Skyhawk 536 for Alpha. We're going to have to descend here for clouds. Would you like us to turn heading, maybe a heading 330? Would that work for you?
Dock 64 Alpha, if you want to fly heading 360, sir, then VFR descent's approved.
360 VFR descent is approved. Skyhawk 6 for Alpha, thank you. Go ahead and descend us down. Do you see what I mean about judging the clouds?
Yep.
It's up to us as the pilot in command to judge the clouds, but now we're in an odd predicament because we have clouds over here.
Yep, and we have clouds over here.
Oh,
and we have clouds.
Those are close, by the way, so I would be...
Rapid descent?
No, I think you're doing a good descent. We'll stick to our normal descent rate of 90 knots and pulling the power to around 1,500 RPM, which should get us about...
Sorry, 90 knots? I thought it was 80. Oh, 80 with flaps.
45 Romeo, VFR altitude, your discretion.
What's up, Romeo? Altitude, my discretion.
Get back on our north heading.
Yep, 360.
Traffic is now within... Oh, he's not within 6 miles yet. About to be within 6 miles. He's turning towards us.
Yeah. I'm looking for him, but I mean, I can't see 6 miles. Unless he has like his lights on, maybe.
Yeah, Skyhawk 64 Alpha, resume on navigation.
Resume on navigation, 64 Alpha. So we're going to go ahead and turn ourselves back towards our direct. Activate. We're going to keep descending at 80 knots. Keep an eye out for the field.
64 Alpha, just let me know when you have Marshall County in sight.
We'll let you know when we got it in Sky 6 Alpha.
That big field right there? I don't think so.
Not yet. Oh, wait, actually, you're right.
Is that it?
Yep. And St. Louis departure, Sky 6 Alpha has Marshall County in sight.
Stars on their line, somebody check in.
Yeah, it's Skyhawk 6 Alpha. We got Marshall County in sight.
Skyhawk 64 Alpha, roger. Radar service is terminated, and you can just keep your codes here on the ground. Change to advisory frequency is approved. Traffic no factor.
We'll keep the code until we're on the ground. We're just going to be doing some landings there and then headed back to Peoria. Do you want us to keep it through and through, or do you want to recontact you with the new code?
Skyhawk 64 Alpha, you can just keep that code, and then hopefully it'll still work. I'll try to put a suspend in there for you.
We'll keep that code, and we'll just call you back afterwards. Skyhawk 6 Alpha.
All right.
I'm actually incorrect. It's up here.
I was about to say that's not it. I'm heading towards it now.
I still see it, but yeah, I was wrong on my original.
Helicopter 26752, fly heading 200, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 3000.
Alright, let's go to CTF Unicom 122 to 8.
13 and 4.
Helicopter 26752, descend at.
Go ahead and off of approach. We're on Unicom now.
Okay. Which runway are we planning on using?
Runway 13, because wind is 110 at 5. So we are going to try and enter a left traffic, so we will have to cross midfield to enter the 13 downwind.
Okay.
We are still 10 miles out though, so we got some time. I'm going to keep descending to 3,500. No, I'm at 3,500. Maybe stick that for now. My bad. I'm going to keep an eye out for the... No, I did not have the airport in sight, so that was my bad. Confirmation bias.
I still have it in sight.
Would you like to point it out to me?
No.
Okay. Not below our hood, is it? Because that's the river.
But
is it
the main reason I have it in sight is because I've been here many times.
I'm guessing it's the big green field, but I can't see the actual runway.
Okay. Have you ever been to Lakin?
No.
Okay.
Not a day in my life.
That would explain it.
Keeping an eye out for it though.
They had a great ice cream shop. We should go there sometime just for fun.
It's not the big green field. Trying to look my.
Do you see the barn? Like the white.
Yes.
Like the white parts where it's the like the city.
Yeah. I see the city, and then I see that white barn that's like down next to the brown field.
The brown field is it.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So the white like building type deals is the hangar.
Ah. Gotcha. All right, let's descend then.
You're gonna, if you want a hint to enter this airport, you're not gonna do what you normally would do, like to be technically correct. Does that make sense?
No.
Okay. The best way to enter this airport from Peoria is simply to enter a right base.
Right base?
That's right.
Land 36, floor descending out to 1,500 feet. We'll be entering a midfield
right.
downwind for...
That's what we're doing, right?
Right.
That's the best way to enter here, unless you're going to fool around in the north. Simply because here at Lakin, there are This only comes through experience, by the way, okay? Everyone comes in on right base from Peoria. It is what is expected here.
Okay.
So, and that comes because I was a member of the EAA club down there. And stuff, so I know a lot of pilots here. Do you see the bridge? Yes. I want you to come down to traffic pattern altitude. And I want you to have the goal of flying like this way over that bridge.
Alright, Marshall County traffic pattern is 1,600 feet.
Okay.
So we're going to come down over the bridge. So that big long road is not a road, that's a runway?
No. I think you're looking too close.
I am too.
See the group of look at the bridge.
I
see the buildings over here.
It, yes.
You see the row of hangars.
Yeah, I can actually see the 1,000-footers from there. Okay.
Good.
Thank you.
Yep, you can see the 1,000-footers of 3.6, right?
Yes.
That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 3.1? No.
3.6. See it peeking. See the trees where there's that gap in the trees?
Yeah, I see the.
You see the white.
Right there.
You see the white and stuff. That's 3.6.
That is 3.6.
Yeah. Well, currently,
okay, because we're
1.3 is like this.
Because we're parallel with it right now, so we're
1.3 is like this right now.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
All right, sounds good. So if you descend right here and you come in right over the like the bridge, and then you just kind of set yourself up. But I would make your call so people know what you're doing.
I'm gonna make my call now, yeah.
Because I believe we're only 4 miles out.
Yep. Marshall County traffic, Skyhawk 5364 Alpha is 4 miles southwest of Marshall County, inbound for right base runway 13, 64 Alpha, Marshall County traffic. I think I kind of messed that up, but I think I got the gist across.
That was interesting, that's for sure. Here's how it should have sounded.
Are you gonna?
I am. Marshall County traffic, Skyhawk 5364 Alpha, currently roughly 4 miles southwest of the field, inbound, entering on a right base for runway 13. Touch and go, Marshall County.
Entering on a right base for runway 13.
We're letting them know that we're entering on the right base.
Entering on the right base.
Right, because that's the difference between, we're entering the pattern. Also, you got to specify, right, because some people do right traffic here. For instance, runway 31 is a right traffic runway. So we got to be specific with it.
A little bit faster, 100. I have the runway in sight, and I have it in sight. No traffic in sight, nobody on the radio, nothing on our ADSB.
That does not mean that there's no one here.
Correct, but...
Do you see what I mean about flying like directly over this bridge? It's going to set you up for a perfect right base.
Yes.
You need to turn now, though.
Yeah, I'm going to turn a little bit more over. Watching my airspeed.
I'm telling you, fly over this bridge. That's what I mean. I don't mean like, fly near it. I mean fly over it.
Oh, I gotcha.
Okay, good. Do you see the threshold?
Yes.
Okay.
And we are now at traffic pattern altitude.
Are the lights on?
Yes.
All right.
And if they weren't, I could just tap it, 6, 7 times? 8 times?
You would tap it, I believe it's 3 times. And then if you tap it 7 times, and then you can click it X amount of times to brighten them. Is, I believe, the code, but I would have to refresh myself, to be honest, on that.
Marshall County traffic, Skyhawk 5364 Alpha is entering final for touch and go, runway 13, Marshall County traffic.
Might be a little preemptive. We need to configure though, right? Because we are in base.
Thank you.
I would have called right base there.
You would have called right base? Okay.
Because we're not even.
We were entering right base, and now we're entering.
Now we're on right base.
Tropic Road traffic, Wind Comanche 717. He's 7 miles.
You need two
descending through 3,000 feet.
Because you're on right base, right? We should have configured further back, but I wasn't going to say anything.
No, you're right. We're going to have to do a go around here, more than likely.
I doubt it.
Unless I drop really fast right here.
I think you can. We're not slipping, though.
No, we're not.
Because we have the flaps in.
Already called final.
Go ahead and drop your next notch of flaps, and just bring this in.
I'm already on the second notch. So you mean final notch?
Oh, yeah.
Final notch of flaps.
Just bring power all the way out if it isn't already.
It is already out.
Follow that 70 down and you'll drop.
Departure 0 uniform is up, 4 mile final, and airborne traffic approach at Morris.
Marshall County's traffic, 6 for Alpha is short final, runway 13, touch and go, Marshall County. Down more, because keep that 70, and you'll sink. No power, keep that power up. We're still high. You want to keep that speed exactly where it is. We're going to flare perfectly. No need for the power. Keep the power out. Don't even touch it. We're good.
Pilot in command says I need power.
Fair enough. Use your nose down for that, and now you can start adding a little power if you need to.
Which I needed to.
There you go. Bring us down here. A little bit of a wider runway than Mount Holly.
I like.
Oh, whoa. There.
Nope, go around.
Okay.
First notch flaps. Second notch flaps.
No more flaps for a second here. Let's climb away.
Marshall County traffic, 6-4 Alpha going around. Marshall County traffic, 6-4 Alpha entering upwind, runway 13, 6-4 Alpha. Marshall County traffic. There was a gust of wind. It blew me and I tried to correct it and I didn't correct enough.
Okay.
So I'm not going to try and mess with that.
Okay.
Alright, 200 feet below pattern altitude is going to be 1,400 feet.
Okay.
So we're going to get up to 1,400 and then we're going to do our crosswind. Looking out for traffic.
300 feet below, not 200.
Sorry, 300 feet below.
Yeah.
Thank you. 1,300 feet.
For that one, right? Just kind of, you flared, and then you said, I don't like the flare here, and you let go too much.
Yeah.
And we started going down. And then when we go to do the go-around, you need to expect the pitch up there, because I had to come to the controls and push us down, because otherwise we're going to immediately slow down and stall.
Yep.
So we don't want to do that.
Marshall County traffic, 5364 Alpha entering onto crosswind for runway 13 left traffic, Marshall County traffic.
I was looking for that left traffic. Good job. Good job. So yeah, just anticipate that a little bit more. That's all I have to say.
No,
I think the call was good. Honestly, I wouldn't have blamed you if you said PIC authority and went around anyway when I said that. No, when I said, oh, you can get it down, I wouldn't have blamed you.
Nope.
I want you to use that PSC authority.
PSC authority said, I can't land here.
Yeah. I would like to see that.
Marshall County traffic, Sky High 5364 Alpha is on downwind for runway 13, Marshall County traffic.
There are more than enough things to justify it. What's the pattern altitude here?
1,600 feet.
Okay.
Marshall County traffic, Sky High 5364 Alpha is entering left base for runway 13, 64 Alpha. And I'm going to keep doing them early because it limits my task saturation. Sorry, Gavin.
I also think it's somewhat of a...
Traffic, subsystem Charlie is 6 miles to the south, inbound for landing, runway 36, taxi traffic.
Marshall County traffic, Sky High 5364 Alpha is entering onto left base for runway 13, Marshall County traffic. I know I already said that, but now I actually am doing it.
Yeah, I was wondering why we were saying it again. But yeah, I think that I think it's fine in this situation, just because it's putting you in the future, which is making it so crop dusters don't feel as confident if they were to come in.
Marshall County traffic, Sky High 5364 Alpha is turning on to final for runway 13, left pattern 64 Alpha, Marshall County traffic. I kind of fucked that one up.
You're still getting used to it here.
Marshall County traffic, Sky High 5364 Alpha is on short final runway 13, 64 Alpha, Marshall County traffic.
No need to say 6 for Alpha again, just Marshall County traffic, because no one really cares about the tail number. I mean, you need to say it at the beginning, but no need to say it multiple times. All right. How do you feel about this one here?
Much better.
Okay. Just keep in mind that flare. We want a nice smooth rotation into the flare. Let's see it. Is your trim set nicely?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, my bad. That's my bad. Full stop.
Marshall County traffic, Skyhawk 5364 Alpha, full stop, runway 13. Marshall County traffic.
Well, drive the airplane first. We're kind of going off the center line
Yeah,
here.
I'm trying to move it back onto there, but it's really not wanting to.
You're on the brakes. We don't need to be on the brakes. Just coast it out. Okay. That's what you're on the brakes. You're drifting. You're not putting the same pressure in. Get off the brakes. Pull us over to the center line. We got a ways to go. We'll just taxi off here. Why'd I make that call?
We didn't have enough runway to make the touch and go. Well, maybe we did, but I didn't feel comfortable either.
We did, but I didn't feel comfortable with it. As far as me grabbing the yoke, you had it. That's my bad. I jumped the gun.
Did you? It was buttery. Did you feel it?
I did. It was very good. I liked the holding it off the ground. The only thing is we did hit the nose wheel first. We hit the nose wheel and then we kind of came back up. And we do want to watch out for doing that, like we've talked about before. But the secondary landing, right, after the bounce, quote unquote, we did very nicely. We kept it off the ground. We landed it very well.
Marshall County traffic, Skyhawk 64 Alpha off of runway 13, clear to the runway. Marshall County traffic.
Yeah, just need to say clear the runway, right?
Clear the runway.
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple,
You're saying
stupid.
Too much. You're saying too much.
Keep it simple, stupid. Right.
I wouldn't use that word, but...
you can use that word. I give you permission.
I won't use it because I don't think you're stupid. I think you're a very smart person.
Right, taxi light on. Keep everything else on. Oh man, strobes off. Keep your strobes on.
I have a question. Are those deer going to be a problem?
Yes, if they decide to cross the runway.
Okay, we'll keep that in mind.
I didn't even know there were deer. That's crazy. Alright, after landing.
This airport, I feel, is one of the most beautiful in this area.
I put the flaps up, okay.
You did that, yes.
Here, as required, lean it out just a little bit. We did not put that the full power pull mixture when we came in for landing. That was my bad.
By we are referring to...
Me!
Yes, because we're doing the PIC. Was that going to kill us? No.
No, but we should always be sure we have
should do
mixture.
checklists when we're coming in, right?
Yes. I'm sorry, Gavin.
It doesn't really matter to me.
Good.
None of this is personal. It's simply
windsock has changed dramatically.
Really? Tell me about it.
It's looking like... Let's get no other traffic. We can sit here for a second.
Because I am currently seeing it approximately 090.
And it going this way.
Maybe 12, actually.
And it go, it's it's moving around. That's what's going on. So it's like, it's kind of this way, 30, and then it's moving to like 24, and then it's...
Why do you have it on that side? I'm so curious.
Am
I reading the sock wrong, or are you putting it in the wrong way?
I'm seeing the wind blow this way.
I want to keep it at 1,000 RPM here. Which way is the wind blowing?
I see it going this way. Am I wrong?
You're correct. So you're misrepresenting how we put it in there. Is what you're doing.
Okay.
We do where it's coming from, not where it's going to.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
I was showing which way out the direction I was trying to go, but yeah, that makes more sense.
You like to do that even from the very, very beginning, right? And it makes sense in the head. But we do. If you look on the weather, right? If you look on here, it's going to say it's coming from 13 or 0. 090, something like that, right? And so we want to make sure we keep that same terminology when we are marking it down as well. We're going to watch out for deer because hitting a deer with an airplane doesn't really work. It's not a preferable situation.
Honestly, it sounds really gross.
I think the deer would win. There are multiple. There's 3 deer out there.
I don't know if it necessarily would win getting chopped up.
Oh no, it loses in the end, but like it's going to be a big financial toll.
It's going to be a pyrrhic victory.
Yeah, it's gonna. Okay, I can't say that actually. I'll take that back. But yeah, the deer would win in the long term, even though it loses its life. There's 3 out there.
Yeah, I see them. Chilling.
The main thing is that we're just going to be ready for a go around.
Oh, we're doing more? I feel like we need to head back already. 38:30.
Do we only have the plane till 9?
I believe we have it till 9:30, but we've got to get there and then probably do some night landings while we're there.
I see.
But we could have probably done like.
What's the problem here?
There's a runway.
What?
I was busy talking to Gavin. Thank you, Gavin.
Alright, you have controls?
I have controls.
Alright, please make her call.
That was scary. I heard yours go off when I heard mine go off. And I didn't do anything.
I saw it coming from way back there. I was just
waiting for me to just mess up. I got you. You're pointing at deer. That's what. That was a trick.
I am a passenger, and you are the PIC. What are you gonna do when you're solo?
Pay attention for runways.
Maybe you get distracted. Where's your PIC authority? Why am I talking about deer?
Yeah, Gavin, be quiet. Hush.
Please, I'm doing it on purpose.
Silence.
My goal in certain aspects is to distract you. I want.
Yes, absolutely.
If we're not talking about something immediately with the flight, I want you to tell me to shut up. I want to see the PIC authority. Those deer?
So we haven't talked about when we're at an untowered field and there's a runway crossing. Do I say anything on the radio, or do I just check that it's clear and then move?
Let me ask this question. Do you legally have to call on the radio to cross this runway?
I do not know that answer.
Well, let's break it down. Do I have to make radio calls at a untowered field?
Yes.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Yes.
So if I have a airplane that doesn't have a radio, like an ultralight, or maybe I just built it myself, and you know, I'm Uncle Sam and I just like to build my own airplanes and fly them into untowered fields, am I breaking the law? Do I need a radio to fly into this airport right here?
Let me look at my. I mean, obviously you're trying to get a no out of me, but
no, I'm trying to understand. I might be asking you a question that
just leaked on my iPad. What is this? Purple.
What the heck?
Sorry, not to distract you, but
no, that's actually serious. Is that fuel? Smell it.
No.
Then what the crap was that? Where'd it come from?
You saw it was purple too, right?
It looked
like bluish,
it
purplish.
Looked kind of like that. That's why I thought it was fuel. And the fuel line runs above that. Where'd it drip from? Where'd it drip on your iPad?
Like right here, which is what makes me think it's like right here.
Do you have the brakes?
Yeah, I have the brakes.
Alright.
Wasn't my iPad, or, well, could it have been on the bottom of this? Oh, yep, there it is.
That makes sense. Okay.
So what is down there that's...
Just dirt. Something like that.
Okay. Freaking me out.
Probably grease or something.
Sorry, let me try and find this again. I wrote it down.
Right. Go ahead and read it to me.
Equipment only required 10,000 feet above mean sea level for Class E airspace. So no, they don't need.
So we do or we don't need radios?
We don't need radios for Class E.
Okay, so walk me through the thought process. If we don't need radios when we're flying, do we need radios when we're just taxiing along?
Yeah.
No? And so if we don't need radios while we're taxiing along, do we need to make a call to cross the runway?
No.
Okay. And so because we don't need radios across the runway, that means we don't need to make a call to cross the runway, because like we said, with crop dusters and these things, people can just make no calls. They don't have to talk. We talk because it is the safe thing to do.
So when I say I don't have to say anything, I don't have to, but I still can because it's the safer thing.
Not can, I'm going to tell you to.
Well, that's what I was getting at.
Which is the whole reason why we stopped here.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
And because we should still make sure that this area is clear, even though it might not be illegal.
Okay.
Because we are not stupid pilots, we are safe pilots. And because we're safe pilots, we make calls, we stop before runways every time.
I think what tripped me up is we've only ever landed at Mount Holly, and then the only other one that we landed at was a grass runway.
Yeah.
And so...
Well, we didn't land there, actually.
Well, that's true. You almost landed there, so we didn't even get a chance to cross that one.
It's not about being tripped up, you're learning. Yeah, this is the first time.
Yeah.
This is the first time. Simple as that.
And I saw the runway markers, but it didn't trigger. I think what also got me is Peoria Airport has the flashers.
They do.
And there were no flashers here.
There's no flashers here.
So I have to be really vigilant. I should know that there's a runway crossing and that we're going to cross it, but...
You should.
But it's good that, I think it's good that we stopped instead of doing touch and goes.
Yeah. This was a great teaching experience. Let's move on, because I don't want to waste too much time here. But let's make the call first, please.
Marshall County traffic, Skyhawk 536 for Alpha is crossing runway 1836. Marshall County traffic.
Good. And we would just say this is on the Charlie taxiway, because they do have it labeled, but it doesn't really matter. Like there's only one taxiway that crosses.
Really hard to see under or above that wing.
I would make a turn if you're so worried about it. I would come out here and just kind of turn ourselves, so that way we can look. And I wouldn't do it like fast, but I would just kind of stop here whenever you're able to see. If you're not able to, I'd turn back and just trust that no one's there. We can cross. If someone's on final, we would be able to see them, and we'd be able to get over here before they do anything. But we do want to check that final, right? Because, man, they do stupid stuff.
Yes, they do.
They do stupid stuff. I've got the radios.
Got the radios.
Just keep going.
I'm learning.
Marshall County traffic, Skyhawk 5364 Alpha, clear of runway 3218, taxiing back to runway 13, Marshall County. I forgot what it's called there. There's their FBO. Pretty dope.
We gotta learn how to self-refuel at some point.
Probably not.
No, not like today. I mean, like at some point, because I wanna touch.
I mean, I normally don't teach that, just because it's a pain. Not because it's a pain to do it. Like we can get out and I can show you sometime, but we won't actually refuel. We'll go all the way down to the end.
I know.
Oh, okay.
I want to make sure I'm looking at my document while I do it.
But the reason that we probably won't do it is because in order to do it, we have to use our own card. And when you use your own card, you run into the problem of you then have to get refunded by Byerly, so you have to send them the receipt. And I mean,
clear to the left, clear to the right, clear straight ahead.
I mean, clearly it would be you who would be paying for it, right? So if you would like to do that and deal with, like, you know, getting your money back through Byerly, that's fine.
I don't really care that much right now. We're going to have to do it for a cross-country probably, but...
our cross-countries aren't that long.
I would feel more comfortable if we refueled, just in case something happens and we have to divert something crazy, or...
Yeah, we would be doing flights that are about 2.5 hours long, and this plane has about 5.5 hours of fuel. More if you include the unusable fuel, which I don't. We have absolutely plenty. We're double the FAA minimums, which is my minimums. My minimums are double, with the exception of IFR, which is only adding 15 minutes fuel reserve. So you'll see though when we get to it. We'll kind of play it by ear. This John Deere dealership is pretty fun to walk around.
I mean, I work with giant mining machines, so
well,
tractors are kind of mad at me now.
This is the combine ones, though.
Oh, okay, they got the big...
Yeah, this is all farming.
Ah, cool, okay. Yeah, tractors just by themselves are kind of... I'm going to get killed by somebody on on my video going, tractors are amazing, how dare you? But like, they're just, they're just big diesel trucks.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're the greatest thing ever, but like it for the one time that I did it, I mean, it was pretty cool. I flew in for Mother's Day, and then we walked down. There's a cool ice cream shop down there. But once again,
interesting. We can't get ATIS from Peoria from here. Okay.
That's because we're on the ground.
Yeah.
And the curvature of the Earth.
So before we take off, I want to make sure that our...
I agree with you. Let's head back to Peoria.
Okay. Oh, I'm going to check that our meter hasn't changed. Because we know this runway should be at about 1600. 1600? Check that again. 585. So we're a little below, so I want to see if they are changed.
Yeah, you're talking about 10 feet.
Hey man.
20 feet.
PIC in command.
Why are we sitting here at idle?
I keep
Mr. PIC
up to
in
1,000.
command.
Alright, we're good on.
To answer your question about that, this is well within our ability to be wrong. It's 75 feet.
Okay.
From it to be wrong. So we are still within the accuracy, and they will let us know what the altimeter setting is when we rejoin with St. Louis approach.
We're gonna go ahead and fly 215. Let's get this in here.
Goodness.
15. We're gonna make sure that our instruments are still aligned. Instruments are still good. We're gonna go ahead and turn on our landing light, turn off our taxi light.
We're actually gonna...
What's up?
We're gonna go back to Peoria. We're gonna do a full stop. We're gonna go back to Peoria. We'll just be done.
Okay.
Just for the time, I think.
Yeah, we got 30 minutes. We gotta make it back.
Yeah.
I'm going slow, but I'm rather go slow than mess something up.
No, that's fine. The reason I made that call is just because I'm feeling myself.
Oh, you're getting...
I think I'm getting tired.
Okay.
And I don't want to be tired while we're doing landings at night.
Okie dokie.
So.
Alright, let's make the call.
That's just me self-analyzing myself.
Marshall County traffic, Skyhawk 5364 Alpha is taking off runway 13, heading 215, Marshall County traffic. I should have said turning, right? Turning 215.
I would have said departing the area.
Departing the area.
To the southwest.
Okay, departing the area to
Just
southwest.
keep it simple, right?
You're right.
You're saying a lot of numbers in your calls. Keep it simple.
Clear base, clear final, runway is clear, nobody on radios.
When you first started learning the...
Marshall County traffic, Skyhawk 5364 Alpha is entering runway 13.
Good.
I shouldn't have said takeoff without actually taking off, but...
Yeah, I would say this is what my call would look like, and then my apologies for... I probably should have just taught a little bit more, and I think that's my bad when it comes to these radio calls.
Yeah, I've kind of just been trying to figure them out on my own.
Yeah, you have, and that's my bad. But let's do the takeoff first here. Whenever you're ready.
Marshall County traffic, Skyhawk 5364 Alpha is taking off runway 13, departing to the southwest. Marshall County traffic. That was a sound.
Yeah, it's because we lifted the weight off the nose enough for it to shimmy.
I did not like that.
Yeah, you want to make sure you go full off or full on. It's no in between.
Fair enough.
For the radio calls, for that one there, you made 3 calls of taking the runway, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I did.
I wouldn't do that. This is what I would say. Marshall County traffic, Skyhawk 5364 Alpha, taking runway 13, departing to the southwest, Marshall County. I'm taking it. I'm taking the runway. screw y'all. It's mine. I mean, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. If I'm gonna sit on this runway, I'm gonna sit on it. We don't need to be letting them know, okay, well now I'm actually taxiing out onto the runway, now I'm actually taking off, you know. It's a lot of confusion. If you were in the traffic pattern, you heard yourself saying, I'm departing runway 13. I'm going on to runway 13. Now I'm taking off runway 13.
Yeah, that would have been confusing.
It would be kind of confusing. You'd say, what is going on over here? So, I think that self-reflection of just thinking about, you want to remember who you are, where you are, what you're doing. Well, technically for untowered, it'd be where you are. How far are we?
25 miles?
No, not like that.
Oh, from that airport?
We're far enough.
Okay.
We're going to make our final call, which is going to look like this. Marshall County traffic, Skyhawk 5364 Alpha, departing the area to the southwest. Final call, Marshall County.
Marshall County traffic, Skyhawk 5364 Alpha, departing the area to the southwest. Final call, 5364 Alpha, Marshall County traffic. I said 5364.
Just had to add it in there at the end.
I just want to. I want people to know I'm the best.
Wow. It says something, but I don't know. I mean, maybe it says the best. Perhaps.
We need to contact St. Louis Approach.
Okay. But I wouldn't do it yet.
Okay.
I would wait till how far?
5 miles?
15.
15 miles out? Don't we have to contact them, I thought, when we leave, when we depart, and tell them that we're with them.
No.
Because we landed, fully stopped.
We landed there, yeah. But they just told us, contact us again. We still have our squawk code, and because we have the squawk code, we're going to stick to our normal guns. We can monitor their traffic, but just like our checklist says, which I'll pull this up for you.
So how do we get cleared into Charlie airspace without contacting them?
That's what we're going to do at 15 miles.
At 50 miles, we're going to say, hey, I'm inbound.
Because the radius of the Charlie is 10 miles. Or sorry, my apologies. It's 5. No, it is 10 miles. I'm not tripping. The inside's 5 miles. So 10 miles. So for 15 miles, that's just past Chillicothe. And we'll call them up and we'll say, hey, we're coming in. And that way they're not looking at us for years while we're just putt-putting in. What's your altitude plan? I didn't hear that.
3,500 feet.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and steer clear of clouds if I can.
Oh, I don't see any in our path.
Hey, Gavin, you want to do an emergency procedure?
Approach, Federal helicopter 991 Alpha Echo.
That's a no.
21 miles to the west.
Yeah, no.
We're inbound for OSS San Francisco.
Who knows? Maybe one will happen, but I don't feel comfortable doing it at night. And we started a little late. So it started getting dark, and I was like, "Nah, well, we won't do it today."
Alright,
I need to do my checklist. After we're at 3,500, so let's bring our nose down. 2,100. Takeoff, already done. Climb, already done. Taxi lane light off. Cruise, power. Let's go ahead and mixture ourselves out a little bit. Nose down. Crazy, that's all I got.
Number 1 Alpha, you said Atlanta Hospital.
That's affirmative. We're going to OSS St. Francis.
Southern.
We're going to go get our ATIS while we're here.
Smoking prohibited. Dang it.
Why can I still not hear ATIS? Oh, because I'm not on it.
Runway 13, glide by service.
I was wondering when that was going to happen. Alright. Let's get the ATIS. Take care of some business.
And as soon as I turn it on, they're starting to move it to something else.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
At least it didn't happen like the mid one.
mean, I have the runway in sight, I think. Long enough.
Air Mike 0154 Zulu, wind 110 at 5, visibility 10, sky clear. Temperature 26, dew point 23, altimeter 29908. Visual approaching use range 13 and 4. Now it's runway 13, glide to out of service. How's you, Mike?
Yeah, I've got sight.
Air Mike 0154 Zulu, wind 110 at 5, visibility 10, sky clear. Temperature 26, dew point 23, altimeter 29908. Visual approaching use range 13 and 4. Now it's runway 13, glide to out of service.
1000 with Mike.
Precision 316 St. Louis approach. Mike's turn. Advise when you have it with your approach class.
We've got Mike. We'll take 13, Allegiant 316.
Precision 316, Roger. You can proceed direct to Adler if you like for the straight in.
This is a new tower.
We were here at this
a new St. Louis approach.
We got the RNAV in our GPS.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. To Pepe or
I'm
the one
tempted to
further
take
out?
this
Up to
call.
you.
Alright, direct to Pepe will work just fine, Allegiant 216.
I'm really tempted to take this call.
Why?
PAP says the outside one and EPEP is the inside.
It could be complicated.
We'll go direct to PAPS, Allegiant 316.
316, that sounds good.
I would answer this by saying, St. Louis approach, Skyhawk 5364 Alpha, back with you off of Marshall County, approximately 15 miles from Peoria, inbound for full stop landing with Peoria in sight, and then say that you also have the, what weather is it?
Mike.
Mike.
That's a long one.
Yes.
Alright. St. Louis approach, Skyhawk 5364 Alpha is just off of Marshall County, about 20 miles northeast of Peoria, inbound for full stop, landing with information, Mike 64 Alpha. I messed that up.
5364 Alpha St.
I did not hear what he said.
I didn't either. He's cut off.
Say again, 64 Alpha?
No. He's going to come back and say something.
5364 off your radar console, 15 miles north. Which runway did you want?
Runway 13 if possible, 64 Alpha.
5364 Alpha near Skyhawk.
Say again, 6 for Alpha.
Say again, 64 Alpha?
Please check aircraft.
What?
What kind of airplane are you?
Skyhawk 64 Alpha.
64 Alpha, thank you. You can proceed inbound.
Proceeding inbound, 64 Alpha. I could not understand a word he was saying.
I don't, he was using a 2-syllable word to ask, what airplane are you? What word could that be? That I couldn't hear, like, you couldn't hear, but let alone I couldn't hear. I couldn't make that out. I'd be interested to go back on the camera and see if it's my ears or is it the mic. Because no way is he like being unintelligible, you know, it's probably just a mic diff. But I'm curious if I go back on the video and I listen, can I make out what it was? And is that just me listening that's messing up? I don't know.
I don't know. Alright, we got Peoria Tower in our secondary. They'll tell us when to contact Peoria Tower. I want to go ahead and position ourselves a little bit so that we're on base.
I hung up flyers all over all those buildings.
I want us to be on base for runway 13. Oh, that was you. I thought that was the plane for a second. Jesus Christ, Gavin.
Every noise is not something bad.
Look, when you're in a plane and nominal is silence...
Which one of those buildings do you work in?
I'm not saying that in camera.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I guess that's true. Because both my dad and my aunt work in that one. On the far side.
Nice. I work on the one closer.
Oh, I see. What do you do again?
I am a verification and validation engineer testing large mining trucks. So I take the
Back 1 Alpha Echo contact.
I take the software
4.0.
and I have a hardware bench that has all the ECMs that go on a truck, and we make all the ECMs think it's on a real truck, so we're basically simulating a truck and testing software with it.
Is that like you get through like hundreds a day, or is it like, you know,
No,
it's very
slow.
Very slow and in-depth type
It's very slow and in-depth because we are basically doing what they are not willing to do at the real site because it would cost too much money. So we're saving...
64 Alpha, terminal heading 270, you give me number 2.
270, number 2, 64 Alpha.
I see. So, it wouldn't be a stretch to say that, like, the simulators that you have at home are also, like, your part of your job as well, which might be why you enjoy them so much.
Yeah, actually, that's a
Legion
pretty good one.
316, I'll turn you final prior to FAFSA.
Copy, Legion 316.
I don't even see what he's...
No way is he 24 miles out, the one we're coming in for.
Okay.
But it might be true.
Said we're number 2, so I'll believe him.
So I believe him. I just want to know which one it is.
Airport 5, Legion 316.
Legion 316, clear visual approach, runway 13.
Clear visual approach, runway 13, Legion 316.
Legion 316, contact Peoria Town 124.0 and tell me on the visual.
Tower 24.0, Legion 316, Wilco.
What's directly ahead of us? Is that another plane?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one going into
316. Visual 13.
Flip the switch, Legion, please.
Cover that.
Flip the switch?
464 up on traffic 12 o'clock, 10 miles southeastbound. Airbus is sending out of 3000. That's who you're following.
We have traffic in sight, 64 Alpha.
Plan to follow him and caution wake turbulence.
Following him in and caution wake turbulence, 64 Alpha. I have lost him. I had him.
I was about to say, have I lost him as well?
I see him now. He's still blinking. But he's way out there. Do I need a contact tower? He didn't say contact tower.
No, he did.
So do I wait?
Yep. I still don't have him. Where's he at?
Right off 240. He's blinking lights.
I just had him and then I lost him again.
I'm pointing directly at him. He's pretty much 240. Starting to drift a little bit.
Like 1 Alpha Echo approach.
Can you see him?
I haven't seen him yet. I'm still looking though. I got him in sight.
There you go. You okay, buddy?
He was behind the compass. For me. That's what it was. Tragic.
You're doing okay there, Gavin?
Yeah, we're good. We're chilling. We are big chillin'.
Are you comfortable taking controls when I botch this night landing?
Yeah. We could fly for a bunch of landings, I just wouldn't feel safe about it. I would keep flying, but I don't feel comfortable teaching. I would give you a hint here. I would turn like a long base. He's far enough away that he's gonna cross in front of you. He's barely on our 6 mile thing.
Okay.
And we're just
do
gonna
a nice light turn.
We'll keep flying to the west.
Do I not?
Number 6 for Alpha, turn left heading 210, follow the Airbus, caution, once again, caution wake turbulence, and contact Peoria Tower 124.0 and have a good night.
Turning 210, following the traffic into runway 13, contacting tower 124.0. Have a good night. 64 Alpha, see ya. Peoria Tower, Skyhawk 5364 Alpha is 8 miles off of runway 13, second in traffic, 64 Alpha.
Sky 534 Alpha, Peoria Tower, roger, continue.
Continuing, 64 Alpha.
He has no idea what to say, he's just like, continue.
And we're still looking for
Oh my.
About 1 o'clock, 3.5 miles eastbound 1,700.
I'm going to go ahead
All right,
and
you're going to cross
start
approach him
descending.
before we get to runway, at least 316.
Affirmative.
I probably wouldn't descend just yet, but no, it's not actually a bad decision.
I have the runway in sight.
I've lost it. Oh no, I got it.
I was going to go
Just
down the
crossed about a
pattern.
mile in front of you.
He's inside, at least 316.
Wait a second.
I had no idea how to contact tower.
Skyhawk 5364 Alpha, runway 13, clear to land 1090 at 6.
Clear to land, 64 Alpha. Still have traffic in sight.
The call there would have looked like Peoria Tower, Sky 5364 Alpha, with you, number 2 for runway 13.
That's what I was missing. I knew we were second. I didn't know how to say second traffic. We are number 2 for runway 13.
Number 2, and the main thing is that, you know, you said distance. We don't need distance. We did that with approach. They know exactly where we are now.
Okay.
I mean, you know, the approach has set us up in such a way, they see us on their screen. They know exactly where we are. They know where we are within 10 feet. So, we don't need to be saying the distance. It's not necessary at this stage of the radio communication. The reason we say it when we first call approach is because they have no idea where we are. And so it gives them an area of their radar to look for, and they go, oh, that's them right there that's calling us. Let us label it 64 Alpha. They type it in, 64 Alpha, and now they can track us. There should be another one out there. Am I tripping?
Another...
Oh, sorry, no, he was landing. That's my bad. I think he landed. Yeah, he did. Okay. Take care of some business here.
Just descending.
Good.
Medevac 1 Alpha, Echo, Squawk VFR, frequency change approved. Have a good one.
What are you going to keep in mind for this,
frequency change approved for 1 Alpha Echo.
for this landing?
We're going to misjudge the distance, so I need to
316,
be
turn left at Alpha, taxi to parking via
more vigilant
Alpha Pop,
about
remain the frequency. Have a good night.
my height from the runway.
Alright, left at Alpha, taxi parking Alpha Pop to stay with you. Probably need to wait for our gate to Legion 316.
Roger, you can just hold short of like a mic on the, or correction, Delta on the ramp and wait there.
Alrighty, we'll hold short of Delta and wait there, Legion 316, thanks.
Trying to get to our pattern altitude. I'm going to go ahead and do our first notch of flaps. Descending. Very long final at the moment.
Well, that's what they've set us up on, right?
Right. Going to go ahead and that's very lightly into it, maintaining our...
Have you already configured?
Yes, I brought down our first notch flaps.
I see. And so we're configured, but our mixture isn't richened?
Mixture is enriching, landing light is on. Thank you. Our pattern altitude is 1,700 feet. Double check that, yes, 1,700 feet.
Now, we're configured, but we don't want to descend past the 17 until we've established our glide slope.
Correct.
Which is, that is the main complaint I have here when it comes to configuring already.
I shouldn't have configured, is what you're saying.
It's not a bad decision, right? It's not a safety thing. It's a personal thing, okay? I'm not gonna harp on you for a personal thing. But it is an inconvenient thing, because now you have to add what feels like a lot of power.
Right.
And you gotta keep us from descending, and you have your flaps in. And we can't really, we're not gonna take those out, if you know what I mean.
Right, I know what you mean.
So, we'll establish glide slope here, and we'll just follow it down. I'm gonna turn off my iPad, that is
Oh, that is much better, thank you.
way too bright. I think I'm getting a headache from just from the lights.
That's not good. Alright, we have established 2 white. We're going to wait till we get to 3 white. I'll get us back on the center line. We're drifting a little bit. Around 3 white. And bring giving us my fourth light. Is it not going to give me my fourth light? There it is. Alright, we're going to go ahead and put in our second.
I don't necessarily want you to be at the fourth light at this moment though, right?
Right, we want to start descending.
Because we want to see the glide slope when we're this far out. So the traffic pattern is completely different. We're going to be above glide slope when we're in the traffic pattern. But here, we're far enough out that we should be on glide slope. If we're seeing 4 white, we are high. Like 3 white, 1 red, that's fine. That's fine. Like this, yeah.
I prefer long finals anyway. A lot more time to mentally prepare.
Well, then you'll like IFR, except you don't get time to prepare because you have a lot of things you gotta do.
Do like IFR. I hope I can get to it sooner than later.
I mean, I'm
not rushing.
If you stay persistent, you'll be able to get it. If you stay on this track, I'll probably have my IFR, then I can teach you IFR.
Wait, you don't have IFR, but you have your CFI?
No, sorry. I have my IFR. I don't have my CFII. CFI instrument is what I mean.
Gotcha.
I've been waiting till Vince has his, because then I can just learn from him.
Final notch of flaps coming in.
Very good.
Pitch for 70.
Now, I don't know how you feel about this, but I feel like I am on the
I'm trying to get us back to the center, yeah.
lines. Okay.
It's I think it's a little wimpy.
Okay. Remember, tell the airplane what you need it to do. Don't let it tell you what you need to do. There you go. Make those corrections. Get us over. You were kind of flirting with it for like the entire time, and then just then you put in the correction that you actually needed. And that's what we need. We need you to do what needs to be done. Let's see it. Oh, that's the wrong one. I want you to see that runway.
Please.
And is it just me or the light's bright?
Lights are pretty bright.
Just remember what we talked about here. Down a little more. A little more.
Oh, God.
Start that flare here. Right rudder. Good. Back. Back. That's fine. Wait, did we land without the power out?
Yes.
Okay.
I kept it in a little bit longer because
Skag 64 Alpha, continue down the runway, turn left at Alpha, taxi to parking via Alpha, Papa, remain this frequency, have a good night.
Taxi via Alpha, Papa, staying on this frequency, have a good night, 64 Alpha.
Alright, just continue down. We'll add enough power to taxi, so like 1,000 RPM.
No, I didn't want to, I was afraid I was going to flare too hard, so I kept a little bit of power in.
That's interesting.
But I don't think that was the right decision.
I agree. That's interesting. Okay.
I think I took most of it out, but I didn't take it completely out.
Well, clearly you didn't take all of it out, right? Because you pulled some out, and I was like, wait a second, what?
I think I was at about 1,300 RPM still.
Interesting. Okay.
I think I started flaring, and then I let go of the throttle because I was trying to focus on the flare.
Yeah.
So that was my bad.
Landing with power is not always a bad thing. Sometimes on a particularly windy day, I will carry throttle into a landing. And the reason I'll do that is to counter the wind, but you have to understand it will make your flare longer because you have power in, right?
Right. That's what I was going for. I was trying to extend the flare just a little bit. Because I thought we were coming in a little low, and I was adding a lot of power just to get us to the runway. And then I felt like as soon as I started coming back to flare, I was already losing a ton of speed, and I didn't want to just drop. But
yeah, I think
I shouldn't just follow my instincts like that.
As is common with the night landings, we flared high.
Yeah.
Which you noticed.
I did.
And you then let us come down. But I think...
But I let us come down too gently, I think, was part of the problem.
Yeah, I think that when you let us come down a little too willy-nilly. It was kind of, we'll descend a little bit, you know. And the power helps you, right? So it actually worked. But it shouldn't have worked. You know, like...
That doesn't make me feel better.
Like...
It worked, but it should not have worked.
well, I mean... It worked, right? But it shouldn't have worked because we shouldn't have had the power in there. Gotcha. Just based on what our configuration should be for our flare. I understand your thought process, but that doesn't mean the thought process is completely correct. I think that the flare at the end, we needed a little bit more. We could have held it off the ground a little bit. But... thus is the struggle of night landings, you know? So.
Actually, I want to leave my strobes on since we're that. Video heat off. Taxi light is on. Trimmed. Back to takeoff. Idle. I can't, yes. Oh, man. Okay. Taxi.
I remember the instructor I was telling you about that was watching your videos or whatever.
Yeah.
I also struggled with night landings specifically. I was very good when I first went to ATP at the regular landings because that was all I had done. But night landings were particularly difficult.
Clear to the left, clear to the right, clear straight ahead.
And so he took the time and said, okay, we're going to schedule a flight for it was like 9 p.m. or something.
Yeah.
And we just went up at 9 p.m. and we flew until, I don't know how many landings we did. I think I have in my logbook, it was like 22 landings or something. And we just did landings over and over again. It was wild. And so we turned it into a competition to see who could do the nicest landing or whatever. And but he was rusty as a night landing. But he wasn't rusty with teaching, but he hadn't done them in a while. And so, you know, he had done just enough to stay current, basically. And so he ends up doing it. It was a tie, you know. Once you both do really good landings, it's like, who's really better? You know, it's a good landing. So, but that's what really helped me. We just went up and grinded them out and just said, listen, we're going to have some that hurt. We're going to have some that are no good and some that are great. And it's going to go back and forth, and we're going to do it until we get it.
Yeah, I need to probably do that as well with you at some point, but please don't do it on a weekday.
I agree.
Like Friday or Saturday are like the only 2 days I'd be available to do that.
Fridays are pretty open for me currently.
So if we want to do that for our next flight, I'm open to it, but...
all you got to do is put it on the schedule.
Well, it's up to you, ultimately. I'm open for it, but I need...
You schedule it, you say, Gavin, are you available this day? I say, hey, I'm available that day. And you say, all right, sounds good. I scheduled a flight for us. And I said, all right, sounds good.
Fair enough.
Worst case scenario, I say, you know what, I got something that day. Which, by the way, this Friday, I got something that day.
Oh, I will be gone Monday. So I need to cancel our Monday flight and move it to sometime next week. So next week, if you're free Friday, I can reschedule that to Friday. Yeah,
do you want to plan on like next Friday and then like a Monday after that, basically?
Yeah.
Have it move the Monday flight to Friday?
Yeah.
Assuming scheduling permits.
Because I'm, this next Monday, I am gone. So I can move next week's flight to Friday.
Are you going to Oshkosh or something?
I'll tell you about it once I turn off the camera.
Alright.
And then I can move that to a Friday.
Funny, because you always remember the camera's there, and I just never do.
I just am very conscious about, like, I know this is going where a bunch of people are going to watch it, so I don't want a bunch of people to know where I work. B,
no, that's a completely fair statement.
are we going to land? Not land. Are we going to sit between those two planes, or do you want to sit on the outside?
In between. Remember how they told us that one time?
Yeah, they want everyone out here to be.
Yeah. Yeah, I have no self-awareness when I'm so used to flying with students that when it comes to like flying with you, I always forget that the camera's even there.
Turn off my strobes because they're bright and causing me to not be able to see.
Take this slow. You're not the PIC.
Actually, I think you still are.
Oh yeah, I am.
Why they stopped waving us?
Because they're lazy, the one that's in there.
Tower lead 2933, ready for takeoff. Vision 2933, Peoria Tower, turn right direct spinner, runway 13, clear for takeoff, wind 0904. Turn direct spinner, clear for takeoff, Legion 2933,
Just go straight
runway
here,
13.
just keep it nice and slow.
My wingtips.
You're good on my side? Is your side good?
Yes.
Keep it coming. And we're just going to come in line with these yellow lines here. A little bit more. More. Stop.
Yep, good on both sides, okay. Back to 1,000. Alright, securing ELT, verify silent, avionics off. Bye-bye.